Here are 5 signs that you actually need a journal, and the last one is really, really important, so stick to the video to the end. Number 1 is you are very emotional. I know this is actually really unexpected, but like, if you're a very emotional person, you need a journal. Do you know why? Because there are times where emotional people tend to want to talk about things to other persons. I'm not saying that trying to confide in people is wrong, but what I'm saying is, when you have a journal, when you have a personal journal, when you try to communicate your thoughts and your emotions to a book, when you come back to read it again, it's more like it's speaking to you, it's making you know more of yourself. But when you speak to somebody, it's more like that time just passes away, you're just pouring your heart to this person, and then you wake up the next day and then you even forgot what you say. So if you're an emotional person, you need a journal. You need to document your emotions. You really need to study just how your emotions work so that you can really, handle it. If you are somebody that always forgets to be grateful, you need a journal. Because when you journal small things that you're actually grateful about, when you come back to read them, maybe when you're going through a storm or anything, you tend to rekindle this your gratitude, this your grateful heart, right? And you tend to thank God about it. So if you're kind of person that you sometimes forget to be grateful, you need a journal to journal little things of what God has done for you. So when you come back, it's more like you are reminding yourself and then you're thanking God. And number 3, when you're a kind of person that gets distracted a lot, you need a journal. Yes, because when you write your goals in your journal, when you come back to read them, it's more like it's your motivation. Now, you don't need motivation from a video. You don't need motivation from your family or your friends. You have yourself you are speaking to yourself from a book you wrote probably 1 year, 2 years ago, and the book is telling you, Precious, this is what you wrote. Remember, you have this goal to make, and then you are motivated to do it. So you're a kind of person that gets distracted. You need a journal to remind you of your goals. Number 4, if you're a kind of person that struggles with self-worth, you need a journal. Yeah, because in a journal, you tend to write things that you love about yourself. You tend to write unique things about you. You tend to write things that just makes you stand out, or things you love and things you appreciate, and every single thing. All these little tiny things that normal, you don't really need to focus on. When you have a journal, you tend to pour this thing out. And in your quiet time, when you want to read these things, you understand more of yourself. You value and understand how unique you are, and then you appreciate yourself for being you. So when you're kind of person that struggle with self-worth, you struggle with self-identity, you really need to have a journal, because when you're reading your journal, it's reminding you of who you are. And the last one, number 5, is if you're kind of person that talks to yourself a lot, you definitely need a journal. Why? Because it's more like you have things going through your head, and having a journal, you tend to arrange your thoughts in one place. You tend to arrange your thoughts in just one word, and it always tends to come up again, and you tend to interact with it. So rather than talking to yourself and talking to the AMD, even like a mad person just like me sometimes, when you have a journal, you journal just what you are thinking about at that moment, and it's more like it opens you up to another side of you, another idea, more like what you are thinking about, another idea that you actually didn't know that you have. So these are like 5 reasons why you should have a journal. Right from 2021, I've made a conscious decision to always have journals for every single year. And if you want me to show you how I construct my journal for it to be interactive and for you not to be boring, you can comment it in the comment section, and then I'll make a video about it. Peace.